sends us two questions. She says that if a husband and wife are not in physical relation for more than 4 months, where is this relation heading to? And is it permissible? That's the first question. Well, the first part, where is the relationship headed to? I have no idea. If a man and a woman don't have any relationship for 4 months, they have a problem. If it's physical, they should go and consult a doctor. If it is not physical and it is lack of interest in each other, then they should do and invest more in their relationship, trying to get back some of the magic they had in their marriage earlier. But if someone is not taking care of himself and is not even interested, then this person has a problem. If they do not have this intimacy due to fights and quarrels between them, they should try to solve their problems, and I believe that they should have marriage counseling if they are unable to do it on their own. I receive a lot of calls from sisters and from brothers complaining about their marital life. And the biggest problem in marriage, not that you do not know your rights, it is that you do not know your obligations. Each part in a marriage, each spouse always demands his rights and never looks at his obligations. You have a lot to do, but you never seem to care about what you're supposed to do. You always demand your rights. Where are my rights? Why didn't you do this for me? This is my God-given right. And this is wrong in a lot of the problems that come between the spouses. Also, these problems are attributed to lack of communication. They don't talk to each other. They don't communicate. It's either shouting or insulting, a lot of humiliation, a lot of anger and rage. Subhanallah. This is not how Allah described the relationship between the spouses. That there has to be mercy, compassion between them. And Allah Azza wa Jal described the man and wife as being cloth or clothes to each other. So there is a big problem between the spouses, and it has to be addressed by the media, it has to be addressed by the imams in the masjid, it has to be addressed by the parents. Before you get your daughter married, you have to give her the proper counseling, and you have to advise her about her obligations. You have to show her that it's not going to be like it was in her father's house. Likewise, your son has to be disciplined. He has to be taught and coached how to treat a woman in the sense of taking care of her character, taking care of her feelings, having more compassion and love to her, not always demanding that his clothes are ironed and washed and the house is clean and the food is cooked and that is it. This is not marriage. You can get a servant to do these things for you. So having 4 months of no intimacy is something weird. There's something wrong. This is not normal at all. There is a problem. But does this affect the marriage? Because some people think that if the marriage is affected by not having sex, not having intercourse, so they believe that if there isn't intimacy between the spouses for more than 4 months, then the marriage is void and it does not count. And this is wrong. A marriage can go on forever, 10 years, 20 years, without even having any intimacy between the spouses. If this is how they want it, then this is okay. But if one of them is being harmed by this and it's affecting him negatively, then this becomes haram. The other party should give the other one their rights, their God-given rights of intimacy and of having pleasure.